Hello everybody, my name is Sharon Jacobi and I'm responsible for the global clinical trainings here at Alma. I'm happy to present to you a clinical overview of our latest device, the DermaClear. I will explain to you what it is, what it does, how it works, including some biochemical explanations here. And I will present you with protocols, show you how to operate the device, and finally share with you some clinical results. So let's get started. Essentially, DermaClear is a hydrodermabrasion device, something that has become very popular recently. It is a non-invasive skin rejuvenation treatment which exfoliates the skin while simultaneously hydrating and replenishing it. So patients come out of the clinic with plumper, cleaner, smoother and healthier looking skin. The treatment can be adapted for different patient skin conditions and can provide solutions for acne-prone skin, for example, extremely dry skin and aging skin. So let's start with looking at the anatomy of our skin. As you all know, the skin is comprised of different layers. The epidermal layer being the most outermost layer of the skin, and the dermal layer, which contains structures such as hair follicles, sebaceous glands and blood vessels. In the epidermal layer, we have several more layers, and if we look here at the zoom in on the right hand side of the screen, we can see many keratinocytes and melanocytes. And if I can draw your attention to the top of the most uppermost or outermost layer of the skin, these layers are dead skin cells and they are called the stratum corneum. So the stratum corneum is around 10 microns thick, and its role is to act as a barrier and a buffer against water loss. In order for it to perform this role, it needs constant skin turnover. And the dead skin cells within the stratum corneum are constantly detaching and shed from the skin surface. So replacement of the stratum corneum is essential, and this occurs by a self-renewal process. So keratinocytes that differentiate and divide at the basal layer stop dividing, stratify and migrate upwards from this innermost layer of the epidermis, and will ultimately give rise to corneocytes, which are the terminally differentiated keratinocytes that we can see here in the stratum corneum. So let's take a closer look of how this natural skin turnover or this natural exfoliation actually takes place on a biochemical level. So in the basement layer, or the basal layer, keratinocytes are tightly adhered to the basement membrane and to each other by special adhesions called desmosomes. Desmosomes are made up of complex proteins, including keratin and cytoskeletal components. And these bond the cells together almost like a kind of glue or cement. Constant formation and renewal of desmosomes is required to allow the keratinocytes to slowly move upwards. It takes about 2 weeks for this process to occur. So in the stratum corneum, these junctions between the dead cells or the corneocytes are slightly different. They are stronger because they need to help the epidermis act as a physical barrier. And here they are called corneodesmosomes. In order for this natural skin turnover to occur, these bonds need to be broken to release the dead corneocytes. And this is called desquamation. So as we age, this process slows down. And in fact, just together with constant exposure to the sun, to pollution, hormones and diet, we actually see a slowing down or an increase of these dead skin cells. So they build up on the surface of the skin. This can cause a clogging of pores, leading to acne. It also results in a rough, aged skin surface, texture and look, a dull appearance to the skin, and even contributing to wrinkles, lines and blemishes. So it's important to remove these dead skin cells and help the natural skin renewal process that I just described. And by doing this, we will actually clean out our pores, improve skin texture and appearance, and actually help with acne, texture and tone, as I just mentioned, even fine line and wrinkles, and allow for better absorption of moisturizers and serums, for example. So this process is called exfoliation or cosmetic exfoliation, and can be performed either chemically by using substances such as enzymes or acids, or mechanically by using a granular substance or abrasive reagents. Okay, so let's go back to DermaClear. This is our DermaClear device, and it's a hydrodermabrasion device, which means it will carry out this exfoliation as I described, while simultaneously cleaning the skin and hydrating the skin. It uses 3 solutions in 3 separate steps. It uses a very powerful vacuum, which we'll see can suck back the solutions and also clean the skin. And it has a unique rotating tip, a silicone tip, which helps to deliver these solutions and these reagents, and at the same time presents or provides some kind of mechanical exfoliation as well. So if we look at the 3-step process, we have exfoliation, as I mentioned in great detail up until now. We have a cleaning step, where here the debris is actually removed from the pores. It's a painless, as we'll see in a moment, treatment, while constantly quenching the skin with various reagents and chemicals. And finally, we have a hydrating step, where we infuse the skin with antioxidants, antibacterials, anti-aging serums, and this really plumps the skin and increases hydration and promotes elasticity. Okay, so the technology. The technology is a handpiece where the solutions are pumped through this handpiece, and because of a vacuum that is created on the skin, these solutions will penetrate the skin and at the same time be sucked back out. All the while the silicone tip inside is rotating, massaging the skin and helping with the penetration and the cleaning. Here are our solutions that come with the DermaClear. I'll go through each solution. They have many reagents, many ingredients. However, I will just highlight some of the main reagents. So the Exfo solution, or the exfoliation solution, contains mainly alpha hydroxy acids and beta hydroxy acids. These are the most common reagents used for chemical exfoliation. And this is because they promote this desquamation and are often referred to as peeling agents. They break the bonds between the desmosomes, which allow for easier exfoliation. AHAs are water soluble, and the advantage of BHAs, which actually we have in our second solution, is that they are soluble in oil, which makes their penetration a lot more efficient and help with clogged sebaceous glands and pores. So in our first solution, we have mainly glycolic acid and lactic acid. As I mentioned, they both will promote this discohesion, break the bonds between the desmosomes, allowing for the removal of dead skin cells. Glycolic acid, interestingly, has been shown to suppress melanin formation by interfering with the biochemical pathway and can lead to a lightening of skin color and therefore fade very minor pigmentations. Lactic acid has an advantage of showing antimicrobial properties, and has also shown to increase hydration of the skin by providing a natural moisturizing factor. Again, interestingly, studies have shown that alpha hydroxy pills can also help with collagen production and can reduce the appearance of wrinkles, fine lines, hyperpigmentation, superficial scars, and reducing pore size, and basically contributing to a smoother, brighter skin. So let's move on to solution 2. This is a solution or a step which is highly beneficial for patients with oily and acne-prone skin because of its salicylic acid ingredient here. So as I mentioned, another strong peeling agent, which will loosen the desmosomes, encourage exfoliation, and unblock the pores. So it will clean out the follicles of excess debris, skin cells, keratinocytes that have collected there, and help reduce sebum secretion, excess oil, and eventually reducing acne if done on a regular basis. It does have anti-inflammatory properties, which can help actually calm any inflamed active acne. And finally, we have our hydrate solution. So this is our final solution, which is packed with goodies for the skin. It contains moisturizers, anti-aging serums, and antioxidants. I'll just go into detail of two of the components in this solution. They're quite interesting and very popular right now in anti-aging products. The first one is niacinamide, or vitamin B3. And this has been shown to reduce transepidermal water loss in the skin and increasing natural moisturizing factors. It has also been shown to increase the production of new fibroblasts, which will secrete new collagen and help with skin's firmness. Adenosine is a yeast-derived ingredient that functions as an anti-aging agent. Adenosine can be found in many moisturizing skincare products and helps with the appearance of, or the disappearance of, fine lines and wrinkles. So let's go on to the technical specifications of the device. We can see here a very easy to use and simple user interface touchscreen. We set the flow rate in terms of percentage of how much solution is coming through. And we can control the pressure, meaning the vacuum, and how strong we want the vacuum to be, which again is an important parameter to change according to the patient's needs. We have the solution, or the step selection, going from 1, 2, and 3. We have time sets, and we have various presets that come with the device. The DermaClear accessories are fairly simple. They come with a large silicone tip or a small silicone tip for smaller areas such as around the nose. These tips are disposable and need to be changed from patient to patient. They also come with the corresponding applicator caps and a cleaning cap for the end of the day and for cleaning out the whole system. So rather than me explain how to carry out a DermaClear treatment, I'm going to show you a very small short video showing the treatment procedure. So first of all, we just clean the treatment area using any kind of soap and set our treatment parameters. Here we start with exfoliation, and you can see that we need to maintain contact with the skin, work in a slow but steady, firm outward motion, maintaining this vacuum. Here we can see the tip filling up with the solutions, and away from the center of the face and pulling along the muscle lines. We need to be careful when releasing the vacuum, very gently releasing it at the end, and at the completion of each step, we just move on to the next step. It's a pleasant treatment, as you can see here, painless. It can be used on the back, on the chest area, as well as the face. Here we can see that you can change the tip, as I mentioned. The small tip is being used here for small areas. And finally, we can just use a soothing cream to complete the treatment. Here we see the canister that needs to be emptied between patients. And I think that's actually quite nice to show the patient of how dirty their skin is after a treatment, or how well you've cleaned their skin. So the DermaClear comes with our QRG with facial suggested treatment protocols for the face, for the chest area. And you can see here that it's more or less a 10-minute treatment per solution. And we've tweaked this accordingly to the needs of the patient's skin. So acne, oily skin will be slightly different as opposed to dry skin. So this treatment is a standalone treatment and provides a complete skin rejuvenation, non-invasive treatment. However, it can be very, very beneficial as a pre-treatment to a laser or IPL procedure. So why is this important, and why does this work, and why do we think that this is a good pre-treatment? for several reasons. First of all, we're exfoliating the skin. So we're removing any dead skin cells that are going to absorb the laser or the light that we're using and make our treatment more efficient and increase the percentage of penetration into the skin. Secondly, we are hydrating the skin, and as we know, lots of lasers have a high affinity to water. So again, this will increase the efficiency of our laser treatment. Because we are removing these rough, dead skin cells, we are also starting off now with a smoother skin, meaning reducing the unnecessary, the reflection of the laser from the skin and making our laser penetration again more efficient. And if we're using a radio frequency treatment, then by doing this, we are hydrating the skin and will ultimately result in more heating inside the skin because of the higher water content inside the skin. And here we have our recommended protocols, which is basically a shorter treatment that you can carry out and perform before any one of these laser or IPL treatments to improve your final and ultimate results. So post-treatment care, as I said, we remove and drain the waste canister, and then at the end of the day, we perform a 3-minute cleaning process with our cleaning solution, which will clean all the pipes, the hand pieces, and the whole device. And then we also have guidelines for monthly cleaning. So let's look at some results here. Here you can see a nice clean pores here after one treatment with DermaClear. Here again, we can see a reduction in blackheads in the nose. And here a reduction in the blackheads that we can see on the forehead. And if we want more of a quantitative analysis or results, here you can see we have a skin analysis using the Antera 3D camera, and it shows a 20% reduction in skin roughness after one session, which if we go back to the pre-treatment benefits of DermaClear, you can imagine this is huge. If we look at another kind of skin analysis, for a before and after a 15-minute DermaClear complete treatment, we can use a Visia skin analysis system. And here we see a almost 50% reduction in porphyrins. So porphyrins are bacterial excretions that can be lodged in the pores and lead to acne. They actually fluoresce in UV light, so we can visualize them and quantify them. And here we can see, as I mentioned, a 50% reduction in these bacterial excretions after a 15-minute procedure. Again, this is a photo of the same procedure, cleaner looking pores. Another Visia analysis, a nice clean nose close-up we can see here. And again, about a 25% reduction in these bacterial excretions using the Visia analysis. And finally, I'd like to just share with you a clinical study on the benefits of hydrodermabrasion. This was a study that compared the treatment of an antioxidative serum using hydrodermabrasion versus manual application. So there were 6 facial hydrodermabrasion treatments, and at the end, results were analysed using digital photographs, skin biopsies, and an in-depth analysis of the skin. And ultimately, it showed that the group that underwent the application of this antioxidant serum with hydrodermabrasion technology showed great results and great improvements as compared to the group that just had it manually applied with no change in their skin structure, antioxidant levels. And in summary, we can say here from this study that hydrodermabrasion really improves skin quality, both clinically and histologically. So thank you very much for allowing me to share this clinical presentation with you. Enjoy the rest of the webinar, and I will be happy to answer any questions you may have.
Hi, everyone. Thank you, Sharon, for a great presentation. My name is Guy. I am the Regional Sales Manager for Europe, Middle East, and Africa. And today I'm going to be talking about our newest and very exciting addition to the Alma portfolio, which is DermaClear. Really, the DermaClear is the evolution of the revolution. Until this day, Alma took a lot of pride in the fact that most of our aesthetic devices were devices with no consumables and kind of what you see is what you get basis. Alma, being the company that we are, always moving forward and always working according to the demands of the market and the feedback that we're receiving from our distributors, we've identified that there is a huge demand from the market for a premium brand to enter the hydrodermabrasion field and to kind of lead this market. So that is exactly what we've done here, and we are very excited to enter this market with a system that we are sure will be a leader. One of the main reasons that we've decided to enter the hydrodermabrasion and microdermabrasion market is because this is a market that has a huge potential and huge demand. We're looking at global revenue of $770 million by 2023, and we are certain that Alma can be a significant player here. When we're looking at our potential users and clients, we've identified three main sectors. The first sector being beauticians. The DermaClear is a true beauty product, and for some may be an entry-level product. Entry-level product means in terms of pricing and in terms of who is allowed to use the system and really what they can do with the DermaClear. For many beauticians, being able to state that they have an Alma product in their portfolio and in their clinic is a huge difference and definitely sets them aside from the rest of their competition. We believe that once beauticians will experience the strong support of Alma in terms of distributors, marketing support, technical and service support, they will be brand committed, and it'll be a natural choice for them to expand with Alma as their clinic expands. The second sector is existing Alma users. We have clinically proven that conducting a DermaClear treatment prior to more advanced energy-based device treatments such as lasers or IPLs significantly increase the efficacy and the results of the treatments. So we're looking to add this system as a pre-treatment procedure to combine treatments, and for those clinics that are interested in expanding their clinic, expanding their portfolio, and being able to offer a wide range of solutions for a wide range of indications. The third sector is GPs, which are interested in providing a solution for a wide range of indications, and again, expanding their portfolio in their clinic. So introducing the DermaClear. The DermaClear is a beautiful, sleek new system. I can say that it created a lot of buzz when it was launched in IMCAS earlier this year, and we really do believe that it will stand out from the rest of the competition. Before we really dive into the DermaClear itself, we need to understand what is hydrodermabrasion. So basically, hydrodermabrasion is the circulation of solution through a rotating tip while in contact with the skin. Everything that makes the biggest difference in this treatment and in this system is the strong vacuum that the system has. Hydrodermabrasion exfoliates dead skin cells and extracts impurities with a vacuum-based skin abrasion tip, simultaneously bathing the healthy underlying skin with active serums that cleanse, exfoliate, and hydrate the skin. We're looking at a three-step process when every step is a different kind of solution. Solution meaning a liquid solution. The first step, exfoliation. Gentle exfoliation opens up pores and removes dead skin cells, resurfacing the skin. The second step, cleanse. Debris is removed from the pores with painless suction using the silicone tip. And step 3, hydrate. The handpiece infuses an antioxidant and anti-aging solution into the skin to promote elasticity and hydration. We have determined that the most effective protocol is 10 minutes for each step. In addition to that, in order to promote the system as a standalone treatment, we're looking at prices as a standalone treatment globally varying between 80 euros to 150 euros. We do realize that for a patient to feel that they're getting their money's worth, there is a need for them to go through a proper amount of time of treatment and not just to enter the clinic and finish up in 5 or 10 minutes. The main technology of the system is in our unique rotating handpiece. The fast rotating silicone tip with strong vacuum pressure. Basically, what happens is that we're taking the solution from the bottle itself and circulating it through the handpiece, and the strong vacuum pressure extracts the debris into the canister of the system. The rotating handpiece performs chemical and physical peeling at the same time, and patent and rotation assist cosmetic solutions to be absorbed into deeper layers of the skin. We are the only ones currently in the market that have a rotating handpiece, and we believe that the level of efficacy that we're able to reach with this handpiece is very, very high. The accessories and consumables of the system are the silicone tips and the plastic caps. We have 2 different sizes for the face, neck, décolleté, and other large areas. We're using the large silicone tip and respectively the large applicator cap. They go together. And for smaller curved areas, like the T-zone, we're looking at the small silicone tip that goes with the small applicator cap. On the starter kit of the system, we are offering 15 tips of each type and each size, together with the system itself. And we have the large cleaning cap, which is used for internal cleaning of the system. All of these tips, except the cleaning cap, are single use and are considered consumables. It is up to the therapist's discretion if to use both sizes during each treatment, or if they prefer to use just one size, which will cover the entire area of the treatment. Our liquid solutions are premium solutions with extremely effective ingredients. All of our solutions are approved by Alma and Alma's leading partners, and this is, at the end of the day, what makes the difference and what makes the treatment so effective. We are sure that your clients will be asking what are the ingredients of these solutions, and we're taking a lot of pride in providing the ingredients of the solutions and showing them what they are. Every bottle is 500 milliliters, and it is good for 5 to 8 sessions depending on the flow rate. The user can determine the level of flow rate for each treatment, meaning how much liquids are being used through the treatment. The higher level of flow rate, the lower amount of treatments I will be able to conduct with every bottle. The bottles are sold in packages of 120, and the starter kit includes 20 solutions. So with your starter kit, you are able to offer the clinic between 25 and 40 treatments, depending again on the flow rate, which is very competitive compared to what the rest of the market is offering as a starter kit. The 4th solution is CLN, and this is used for an internal cleaning of the system. Hydrofacial have a very interesting marketing campaign, which is called Show Me Your Gunk. Essentially, patients are taking pictures with the debris and the dirty liquid from their treatment. We are also able to provide that. We also have our canister, which collects all the water of the treatment, all the solutions of the treatment, which patients are able to take a picture with if they're interested in at the end of the treatment. We've decided that it'll be more aesthetic to put this canister inside the system itself and not to put it with a see-through door. Today we have a wide range of competition, from premium brands to more lower-end brands that are entering the hydrodermabrasion market. But when we're talking about the competition, it's almost impossible to talk about the field without referring to the biggest, or one of the biggest players in this field, and that is Hydrofacial. Hydrofacial have a new system design, and I think that what really makes them successful and special is the fact that they're placing so much effort and resources in marketing, social media, campaigns, roadshows, training camps, and so on and so forth. We understand that this market is very much dependent on the level of marketing that the company behind provides. Tal will discuss this shortly, but we are offering very, very, very interesting marketing material. We are investing a lot of resources in marketing the system. And we do believe that we will be able to provide your clinics with what they are expecting to receive in terms of marketing. This resulted in over 2 million treatments during 2019. And just to emphasize, that is more than the total Botox injections administered in the US in the year previous to that. We can see that the demand is there, and if we are marketing the system properly, we will be able to definitely reach those results. Just to illustrate the way that Hydrofacial are doing their marketing, the level of followers, the amount of followers that they have on Instagram and Facebook. And on the right, we can see the world tours that they're doing with trucks, offering free clinics, free treatments to clinics to experiment the system. To conclude, what is the Alma advantage in this market over our competition? First and foremost, it is the Alma brand. The Alma brand is a super strong brand, and it is a very powerful and significant statement for every clinic to be able to say that they have an Alma system in their clinic. The Alma brand comes together with our strong distributors that provide technical and marketing support. So essentially, a new user, a new DermaClear user is joining the Alma family with everything that it entails, and that is an extremely powerful tool and means a lot to a potential client that is considering which brand and which system to go with. The rotating handpiece is another very big advantage that we have, which provides us increased treatment efficacy and an advantage over our competition. We're offering competitive pricing for faster return on investments for our clinics, high-end solutions allowing premium results, and high vacuum power for effective blackhead removal. I am able to say with a lot of pride that we have implemented a super strong pump into the system that allows us to have a very high level of vacuum. This is very significant for blackhead removals and for effective treatments. We do believe that we have a winner here. We believe that the DermaClear will lead the market and will be the premium brand in the hydrodermabrasion field. We are very proud to introduce it. We strongly believe in it, and I am definitely looking forward to seeing you all and talking more about the DermaClear in person. So thank you very much, and I would like now to introduce Tal, our Director of Marketing.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to our DermaClear webinar. My name is Tal Bergen-Rosen. I'm a Director of Marketing here at Alma, and I'm going to tell you a little bit on how we approached the DermaClear project, what type of strategic point of view we've taken, a little bit about the messages that we've defined for the different audiences, and also about the different marketing material that we've created for you to support you and help you sell DermaClear treatments. So from strategic standpoint, we identified very quickly that we have a great opportunity here to expand to new fields. We knew that DermaClear is not the typical product that Alma would launch. Alma is well known for energy-based platforms, and this product is slightly different. And we knew that we have a great opportunity to diversify the portfolio. And not only that, we knew that we can penetrate with this product also to new clinics, clinics that couldn't afford Alma's products, energy-based products so far. So we view DermaClear as a door opener to those clinics. We also wanted to capitalize on this growing trend of hydrodermabrasion treatments. We knew that there are a lot of competitors, but there's only one dominant player, Hydrofacial. And we felt that there's definitely room for more, and we wanted to also take a chunk from that pie. We also knew that we have a very unique advantage. We are the only ones who can offer combined therapy. We could offer combined protocols of hydrodermabrasion treatment along with a facial laser treatment. So we knew that this could be definitely a killer here. And we decided to take the following tactics. First of all, we wanted it to be very clear what the differentiation is, how we are different than from the competition. So we came up with clear and defined unique selling points, benefits. We knew that we can capitalize on Alma's strong reputation. We can rely on that, and that could definitely help us to open the door into this new world. We also knew that we are fighting against a very strong marketing monster. Hydrofacial invests a lot of energy and efforts into marketing, so we knew that we need to expand the marketing support that we will be giving for this product. So we defined differentiators for the clinics and for the patients. For the clinics, first and foremost, we wanted to establish DermaClear as a must-have platform for any skincare provider. We knew that we can offer two or a dual function. DermaClear can be a standalone beauty platform, and it could be a great pre-laser treatment to enhance the results. So we knew that this is definitely something that we need to focus on in terms of the messaging. DermaClear is a platform which can be integrated very easily into any clinic. And there's the fact that Alma is a gold standard quality and a very strong name in the industry. So this is definitely something that we wanted to take advantage of. In terms of the treatment unique benefits, from technological standpoint, it was very easily to spot those because, first of all, we knew that we have a unique tip. Our tip is a rotating tip. The circular motion of the tip is a big benefit because it provides the optimal coverage. Also, the fact that the tip is made of a soft material, of silicone, is a huge advantage because as opposed to other competitors in the market, there are no scratches, no irritation, and no redness of the skin at all because of the soft material the silicone, the tip is made of. So this is definitely something that we knew that we need to put at the center. The suction is super strong, which leads us to very good results and great sensation of the skin. There's the fact that the treatment is synergetic, 3-in-1, 3 different steps as described before, exfoliation, cleansing, and hydration. Each one of the steps can be taken separately, of course. The solutions are high quality for each one of the steps. And as mentioned, for the clinics, it's very easy to return the investment. It's not a costly product. And therefore, we are talking about a growing trend. So therefore, we knew that clinics can return the investment fairly easily. And there's very minimal risk from financial standpoint. For the patients, the benefits were positioned slightly differently, of course. We wanted to establish DermaClear as the perfect skin purifying and nourishment treatment. So it can be either a quick on-the-go treatment or complemented with a facial laser treatment such as Clear Lift or Clear Skin Pro. As I mentioned, no irritation, no risk at all. Yet there's a very high performance and efficiency. So there's the optimal balance here between great results and no downtime and no redness at all. We also wanted to position DermaClear as the ideal anti-pollution and anti-toxics skincare. And this is definitely something that I would emphasize because we know that the awareness for anti-pollution treatments is growing, and people are much more aware of the pollution and what it causes the skin. We know that pollution causes skin aging and oxidative damage, and there's more and more articles and awareness of that. So this is definitely a message that we wanted to incorporate into our marketing material and establish DermaClear as the ideal treatment to fight pollution and toxics that we have in our environment. Another thing that we wanted to emphasize is the fact that a DermaClear treatment is not valid or ideal for special occasions only, because today, at the age of selfies, people want to have a clean and shiny skin throughout the entire day. This is a trend that we wanted to take advantage of, and selfies is definitely something that needs to be reflected through our marketing collateral that is communicated to the B2C audience. And there's the comprehensive 3 steps treatments. As we mentioned before, this is also a very important message for the patients. So in terms of the visual language, when we briefed our design studio, we wanted them to take a different approach than a typical Alma product that we kick off. So we wanted them to look at it as the hot, sexy Alma's younger sister. They came up with the fun, stylish, very colorful color palette. It looks a little bit like the rainbow flag, or I don't know, the gay pride flag. It's a lot of fun. It's very happy, very optimistic, and this is exactly the feeling that we wanted DermaClear to carry. Also, in terms of the visuals, we wanted it to align with the Alma's visual identity and approach. Yet we wanted it to take even a step forward. We wanted it to be even younger, even more fresh, even more colorful than usual. So this is just a sample of a bunch of visuals that we've created for DermaClear. So let's go through all the marketing material that we have available for you. In terms of videos, we have right now 2 different videos. One is a marketing video that communicates all the messages, the B2B messages that I've described earlier. And there's a training video. The training video demonstrates a treatment A to Z, along with all the steps, and is very self-explanatory. We intentionally did not add a voiceover to this video just to simplify the work for you guys. We have only captions and subtitles. So if you want to change the language to your own language, it can be done easily. We have the open file for these videos, both of those, of course, and you can easily integrate your own language into those. So let's take a look at the marketing video. It's a short one and definitely reflects the look and feel that we wanted DermaClear to carry. This could be the ideal video to use in social media channels, as well as in any other marketing channel that you have to communicate to clinics. Okay, so for print material, we have brochures that communicate all the relevant messages to the clinics. We have a B2B roll-up and also an advertising ad ready to use for any magazine. All is, of course, available on Partner Zone as high-res files as well as open files in case you want to change the language or make minor tweaks. We also conducted 2 professional photo shooting sessions, one for the actual product. So we have great photos of the platform, of the handpiece, of the consumables, of course, and the solution. the 4 different solutions. And we also conducted a photo shooting session for the treatment. So we have great static photos available in Partner Zone to showcase the different stages of the DermaClear treatment. In terms of digital, we launched a new mini site, almadermaclear.com, that contains all the information for clinics and patients. It's just one website, one mini site for both audiences. And all information is available there, along with new information that doesn't exist anyplace else, like 3 great articles that we've created to promote DermaClear and the need of such a treatment. We have digital banners for mini sites, for social media. There's also launch teasers. When we launched DermaClear, we started with a few teasers about 2-3 weeks leading up to the launch. We found this tactic very useful for us. It kind of sparks the conversation and maintains some sort of tension and expectation of a new thing. So this is available for you as well if you'd like to use the same tactic in your own market. We also have ready-to-use social media memes, a bunch of those. Everything is available on Partner Zone under the digital section. We also have the sales presentation with all the information about the market and some business tips and how to sell through DermaClear products. There's a clinical presentation with all the clinical information needed and a QRG, a quick reference guide. There's a soft copy available on Partner Zone. We are also providing a hard copy with each shipment of the product. For the B2C audience, right now we have a print brochure that is ready with the relevant messages for the patients, and also a B2C roll-up. We also created 2 different marketing kits. The first one is the traditional marketing kit that you are all familiar with. We recently made a little change to all the marketing kits we have at Alma for all products. We got rid of some of the elements and we added new ones. So if we used to provide with the marketing kit 25 B2C brochures, we are providing now 75. We also left the counter card for the clinics, and we also added 2 USBs. One USB contains videos only that is ready to plug into the clinic screen, and the other USB contains all the relevant art files. The brochures, the roll-ups, the videos, all the professional photos we have, everything is within that USB, which is provided within the marketing kit. There's also a new marketing kit. We call it the promotional kit. And this is something that we made specially for DermaClear to support the clinics and help them brand their environment with the DermaClear messages. So this promotional kit contains 2 body towels, branded of course, 5 headbands. There's also a clinics box and a Wi-Fi speaker. All is DermaClear branded. And this is also given free of charge, same as the traditional kits. So we have 2 kits, and we have a roll-up, a B2C roll-up, 3 elements that can be provided free of charge. Yet, in order to get those, you have to add the product number into the PO. We are not sending those automatically, but they are being given free of charge. So you just need to ensure that you are adding the product numbers of these kits and the roll-up into the POs if you are interested to get those. So this is all the information I have from marketing perspective. There are a few more B2C elements that we are working on these days. We are also intending to release a new B2C video that focuses on the B2C messages. We are hoping to get into production soon. And we're also going to utilize a influencers strategy to promote DermaClear. This is definitely something that I recommend all of you to do. I think that DermaClear is the ideal or the classic brand to promote through influencers It could be YouTubers, Instagrammers, bloggers, whatever. Whoever has a wide followership, a relevant one, a good speaker, and somebody who can communicate the messages to the potential customers. So this is it from marketing side. Good luck to all, and have a good day.
Thank you, everyone. Sharon and Guy are here, and Ohad as well, to answer questions if you have any. So, guys, you can start.
Okay, thank you. So maybe Sharon, you would read from the chat the previous questions we had.
Yep, sure, if not everyone has seen them. So it was asked on the chat if this is a procedure that can be done throughout the year, and the answer to that is yes, of course. There's no problem in doing this in the summer, in the winter. This is definitely an all-round treatment, an all-year-round treatment. It was also asked about the usage of salicylic acid for dry skin. So this is something that many products that contain salicylic acid do advise not to use this on dry skin. And if you look at our QRG, we recommend to actually omit step 2 that has the salicylic acid if you're dealing with very dry skin. But again, it depends on how frequently you're carrying out these treatments, and our percentages are relatively low. They're on the low end of the percentages for salicylic acid and the other peeling reagents. So it's not too harsh. What else did I miss, Ohad?
Do we expect any redness post-treatment?
Okay, so redness. In general, there will be some redness because you are applying a vacuum, although we do, again, this is something you need to optimize for your patient, the patient's skin, whether it's sensitive skin, what part of the body you're treating. There may be some redness, but this will ease up and disappear within 5 to 10 minutes.
Okay, we also had a question about registration and regulation, and Guy answered it. Of course, it depends on each region and its regulatory demands. Guy, do you have anything else to add on to that?
Natalia, I think Guy is still on mute.
Okay, so we'll go to some more critical questions. The use of the salicylic acid, is it safe for dry skin? So I already answered that. As you can see, we don't recommend to use the second solution when treating dry skin due to the fact that it's oily mainly. And the follow-up question was, what is the concentration of the glycolic and salicylic acid? So I think, Sharon, you addressed that.
Yeah, no, I just mentioned that we're not revealing the exact figures of the ingredients, of the concentrations, but they are definitely in the low end. They're very low concentrations of these peeling reagents, so not too strong.
Yeah, but still very effective, because you saw when Sharon presented the pictures, the before and afters, and the Visia and Antera imaging, you can see that the results speak for themselves. So the solutions are effective.
Yeah, they're very effective. And again, I only mentioned a few of the main ingredients, but there are other ingredients such as various flower extracts, antibacterial and anti-inflammatory reagents, rose extract, for example, our hydrate solution has, and some other moisturizing reagents that I didn't highlight in this presentation.
Okay, we have a question from Kuldeep. In oily skin, to increase efficacy, should we increase flow or vacuum, I assume, the pressure?
I personally don't think that increasing the flow would help with oily skin. Correct me if I'm wrong, Gohad. Vacuum, maybe, again, you have to be careful increasing the vacuum. If it's a thicker skin with and a dirtier skin with many clogged pores, one could increase the vacuum. But in terms of oily skin, I would be inclined to prolong the step 2 treatment part of the whole procedure.
Yeah, I agree. I would do more cleansing.
Yeah.
Not necessarily in high flow rates or in higher pressure, but just prolonged time.
Yeah.
To get everything covered. Okay. So thank you for your question so far. Atalia, how much time do we have left?
We pretty much got to the end. You can still continue with some questions, but I think that's it for now. So okay. I see some questions about hydrofacial.
Yeah, so maybe I can address that if Guy is still muted.
Guy is not muted, but for some reason he is. Guy, can you hear us?
So clinically speaking, I can speak about the differences between hydrofacial and DermaClear because I had some experience with hydrofacial and it is a very good device. I don't mean to disrespect it. I think as far as for a user interface, it's very good. You got videos, you got a lot of things that can aid. But at the end of the day, clinically, I think the results are the same because both devices are doing cleansing and hydrodermabrasion through the same mechanism, basically. You've got the solution and you've got the vacuum. The hydrofacial has their tornado tip, I think that it's called, and we have our rotating head. It's doing the same thing, only also the same solutions. I think that if you look down at the solutions themselves, you can see that the differences are minor. And I think that at the end of the day, comparing results, it's very comparable. So there's not a real difference between the DermaClear and hydrofacial. Maybe only the fact that hydrofacial are spending millions of dollars in marketing.
Yeah. Just to add on top of that, Oad, as mentioned, hydrofacial for many years they enjoyed the fact that they were almost the only ones in the market as a premium brand providing hydrodermabrasion treatments. Now that Alma has entered this market, I can say that they do feel a little bit the pressure on the back of their neck because at the end it's all about branding and it's all about which company stands behind the system. In terms of pricing, we did set a goal for ourselves to be able to offer a competitive pricing compared to hydrofacial. I see a question that was asked here about how much a hydrofacial system costs. And that is a question that is a little difficult to answer, but because the prices vary from country to country. However, we can see that usually hydrofacial systems go for around 24,000 euros. And it was very important for us to be able to stay competitive in terms of pricing of the system and in terms of what we are offering together with the system. And this is the starter pack that I referred to in my presentation. So in our starter pack, we are offering 20 solutions which provide the clinic an option to go ahead with between 25 and 40 treatments right off the bat. So that is a big advantage. And I think that the next, or the main differential between us and hydrofacial, and if I was somebody that was considering which system I would like to buy, is the fact that DermaClear is associated with Alma. And at the end, when I'm buying a DermaClear system, I'm not just buying the system itself, but I'm joining the Alma family. And I'm able to state in my clinic that I have an Alma system with everything that it entails, including the marketing support, and including the technical support, and a strong clinical department that is behind that. In terms of clinical results, Ohad touched that subject, that we don't have, there's not much difference in the results, but we do have one big differential, which is a rotating handpiece. Hydrofacial do have a couple other handpieces, and in our design phase, we did consider adding more handpieces, but it was important for us to stay away from Hydrofacial, not to resemble too much to them. And we figured that we would like to have one handpiece that is a unique handpiece, and one handpiece that does a very, very good job and provides very good results. So our vision was to create one system that is a standalone system that knows how to do a hydrodermabrasion treatment and knows how to do that very, very well. Another question that that was asked was regarding regulation. Regulation also is something that changes between countries, so it's a question that is difficult for me to answer. But our regulation department within ALMA will be very happy to assist with any questions specific to the territory and to provide a solution according to your needs.
Thank you, Guy. So we have two more questions. I would like to address shortly to one of them, and Sharon, maybe you can address the other one by Nicole. We have a question: is it compulsory to do each step for 10 minutes? So I think definitely not. This is a kind of a protocol suggested by us to get a full facial treatment or something for a specific skin condition. But if you address small regions, then of course you don't have to do all steps and not all of them for 10 minutes. Actually, I've even heard of a procedure done in the vagina for a minute or two, just to, I don't know, do some cleansing. But so anything is a possibility, you know, each doctor takes it to its own path and idea. So everything is an option. And so that's my point of view. And Sharon, if you can address the question by Nicole.
Can we use DermaClear on the same day as clear skin or any other laser treatments, or should there be a waiting period? The answer to this is you can use it on the same day, and it's recommended to use this on the same day as a pre-treatment. So you can do it immediately before a clear skin, obviously drying the skin and not putting any moisturizers or face masks after the treatment procedure, but then you can go straight on to a laser treatment such as clear skin.
Okay, guys. I think you covered most of the questions. If there are any questions, they are all welcome to write the clinical department or the sales department with all of your questions. Of course, a recording of this session will be sent to everyone. So again, thank you for joining us, and see you in the next webinar.
Thank you, everybody.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye, everyone.